New at 10, a strange sighting is baffling Hill Country Village.
There's a tree that is so dangerous that even standing beneath its branches can be fatal.
This creature was caught on camera at a Northside neighborhood.
The woods are shrouded in mystery, but that doesn't stop curious adventurers from exploring their depths. What secrets might be hidden amongst the towering trees? This video takes you on a journey to discover the extraordinary, amazing and strange things found inside and around trees, things you wouldn't normally see. Prepare to have your mind blown. But before we get started, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to click that subscribe button. Done that? Let's get into it. Hidden cigarette. Secretly, a group of Russian smugglers tried to move around 25,000 cigarettes by hiding them inside hollowed-out tree trunks. However, customs officers discovered the disguised cargo during a random inspection before it could reach its intended destination. The officers were amazed at how cleverly the smugglers had hidden the cigarette packs in the tree trunks. The craftsmanship was so well done that it was difficult to distinguish the tampered trunks from normal ones. The officers became suspicious when they noticed that the logs felt unusually light. Despite the smugglers' attempts to keep their plan hidden in the trees, it was eventually revealed, and everything was resolved in the end. Women Tree. In a dense and mysterious forest known for strange happenings, a group of hikers recently found a tree with roots that strangely resembled a woman. This wasn't the first time such a puzzling sight was seen in these woods. In the past, there was another incident where a tree trunk oddly mirrored a woman with flowing hair. Both events were captured in low-quality videos, sparking intense speculation and fear. People have come up with various theories ranging from natural anomalies to darker ideas like ritual sacrifices. Some even believe that these women somehow merged with the trees. Local legends about cult practices in the forest add to the intrigue, suggesting that souls might be trapped within the tree trunks. The consecutive discoveries connecting the past and present have made the mystery and fascination surrounding this enigmatic forest even deeper. Stuck anaconda. Deep in the Indonesian forest, a group of wood gatherers stumbled upon a giant fallen tree. They were excited about their find, but their joy quickly turned to surprise when they peeked inside the hollow trunk. Instead of wood, they found a giant anaconda, not happy about the unexpected visitors. It's unusual to find snakes living inside trees, so this was a rare sight. The group called a rescue team who carefully took apart the rotting tree to safely remove the huge snake. Once freed, the anaconda was taken to a special place where they care for reptiles, making sure it was healthy and happy. It was an unexpected encounter for both the people and the snake, but in the end, everyone was safe. Monkey skulls. In the Konyak Naga village of Nyanyu, there was a man whose attention was caught by something extremely strange. It was a tree, but not just any tree, it was adorned with monkey skulls. Yes, actual monkey skulls, right there in the open. But hold on, it gets even more wild. This tree also had old Mython skulls. In case you didn't know, the Konyak Nagas were legendary hunters, and their longhouses were filled with various types of animal skulls, usually crafted into priceless bamboo baskets. However, this particular tree in Nyanyu was totally unique. Coin tree. Money is not supposed to grow on trees, but here's a peculiar case. A tree branch with hundreds of coins embedded in it. This isn't your typical coin tree. It dates back to the era of Queen Victoria when wish trees were part of the tradition. People used to embed coins into the trunks of these trees, believing their wishes would be granted over time. These unique trees scattered throughout England seem to sprout valuable coins, rooted in the traditional belief that divine spirits within the trees granted these wishes. Speaking of strange customs, let's talk about the shoe tree. In a remote corner of India, a group of explorers found trees adorned with hundreds of pairs of shoes. As they ventured further, they discovered a bizarre collection of old, worn-out shoes hanging from the branches and trunks. Each pair seemed to tell a silent story. Stories of people throwing their shoes into the tree for sinister reasons. These shoes were once worn by individuals, and the locals hung them for all the wrong reasons, including as chilling reminders of the dark forces that haunt the shadowy woods. Animals stuck in tree. It's a mystery why animals end up getting their heads stuck inside trees, but it happens. From cows to deer, elk and even giraffes, these creatures find themselves in quite a predicament. For elk, the reason is relatively simple. Their fast speed, around 40 miles per hour, makes it hard for them to spot trees from a distance. By the time they notice, it's often too late. Deer, on the other hand, can get their antlers stuck, like when they inadvertently lodged them inside a tree, struggling to free themselves. As for giraffes, their long necks don't offer much help in these situations, so in the end it seems like these animals share a common foe: tree trunks. Fruit skull. Forget tempting juicy fruits, this skull tree isn't meant to be eaten. It's actually a clever invention by a Chinese company. They designed these unusual moulds not for decoration but to deter people from stealing fruit. Before, people would freely take fruit from the trees, so the company decided to get creative with spooky skull-shaped moulds. Why? Because let's face it, who would want to eat a fruit that looks like a skull? It turns out the strategy works. People are usually turned off by the odd shape and leave the fruit untouched. So the next time you see a strangely shaped fruit, don't be surprised. It might just be a clever trick to protect the harvest. Hairy tree. A man stumbled upon a bizarre sight that seemed to defy nature. What he saw wasn't ordinary fur, but a massive clump of countless spiders crawling all over a tree trunk. It turned out these creepy crawlies weren't attacking, but actually using their numbers as a defense strategy. They lack venom, so they huddled together to appear larger and more intimidating, scaring away potential predators. So next time you see a swarm of spiders, remember, they're just trying to survive. Just be sure to admire them from afar and avoid any unwanted pokes. Mysterious creature. Deep in the forest, a man stumbled upon a chilling experience. In 2022, while exploring the woods, he witnessed a sight that sent shivers down his spine. A mysterious creature, both terrifying and mesmerizing, appeared before him. Frozen in fear, the man couldn't tell if it was a ghostly apparition or an unknown animal. The creature vanished silently between the trees, leaving only a lingering mystery and a flurry of questions in its wake. This unsettling encounter solidified the idea that the forest holds secrets within its heart, some that can leave us both amazed and deeply unnerved. Mysterious goats. Tree-climbing goats may sound like a mythical species, but they're real. While goats are not naturally inclined to live in trees, there are specific Moroccan goats that display a curiosity similar to birds. These goats have an extraordinary ability to scale trees, balancing effortlessly on branches, creating an astonishing sight. However, it's essential not to be too bewildered by this unusual behavior. These goats don't climb trees as part of their natural instincts. Instead, they're trained to do so. This unique skill makes them a popular attraction for tourists, offering a spectacle that's both unusual and captivating, resembling a bird in flight. Cobra in tree. While these arborists were busy cutting trees, they encountered an unexpected surprise. When they were cutting a palm tree, they discovered a huge cobra waiting for them, as if to say, "Welcome." Cobras, like many snakes, sometimes climb trees for various reasons. One common motive is to find food, such as birds or their eggs, which are often located in trees. Trees also provide safety from predators on the ground. Cobras, being good climbers, can easily move among branches. Furthermore, being in trees helps them absorb warmth from the sun, crucial for these cold-blooded creatures that rely on external heat sources. So in essence, cobras climb trees for food, safety, and warmth. Satanic cult. In a deserted field, a brave trio ventured into an eerie territory rumoured to be frequented by a satanic cult. An oppressive silence surrounded them as they moved forward, occasionally spotting shadowy figures that added to the unsettling atmosphere. It became apparent that there were people present. It seemed as though the very wind carried sinister secrets. As night approached, they encountered a daunting tree, an unsettling sight adorned with ropes, chains, crosses, and flickering candlelight, all surrounded by flowers. A stone circle and an ancient hawthorn tree stood as silent witnesses to the chilling past of the area. A sense of dread overwhelmed the group as they realized that this field had been a ground for dark and forbidden rituals. Unusual growth. Local villagers were baffled by a strange sight, unusual growths on their trees, unlike anything they'd seen before. As the seasons changed, these growths alongside the resident caterpillars kept expanding. By summer's end, the trees appeared to burst open, engulfed in a vast web. Driven by curiosity, the villagers scoured the internet for answers, yet nothing resembled the peculiar, oversized sacs clinging to their trees. Closer inspection revealed that these weren't natural growths, but intricate webs. Initial thoughts pointed towards millions of spiders cocooning the trees, However, a more unsettling truth emerged. These were the hidden homes of tiny elusive creatures called bagworms, crafting their concealed dwellings in plain sight. Mysterious bat. Deep in the forest, a magnificent sight unfolded, the Indian bat tree. Aptly named, it served as a grand mansion for its local bat population. Thousands of bats, draped like a living blanket across the branches, hung upside down, resembling a colossal natural chandelier. The sheer number of bats was astounding, as if a grand gathering was in full swing. Their fluttering wings cast mesmerizing shadows, giving the ancient tree an otherworldly aura. As twilight deepened, the bats began to stir, their coordinated movement resembling a silent ballet against the darkening sky. This breathtaking scene solidified the Indian bat tree's status as a natural wonder, a testament to the intricate balance of life within the forest. Oldest tree. Archaeologists in northern Thailand made an extraordinary discovery, a fossilized tree dating back 880,000 years apparently. The site was eerily quiet, with the fossil surpassing the height of even the tallest known trees. The researchers measured an impressive 72.2 meters for the ping tree, suggesting that the original tree, complete with leaves and branches, could have reached a staggering height of 100 meters. The fossil provided insights into the ancient tree's history, revealing that it once thrived in a moist tropical forest, standing tall through countless centuries. It raises intriguing questions about what life was like back then, during a time long before Homo sapiens are believed to have existed. Woodworms. This might be a bit unsettling to watch, but in some countries like the Philippines and Indonesia, people consider it a delicacy to pull out slimy, long, ribbon-like creatures from hollow trunks and prepare them for a delicious slurp. These creatures are known as shipworms, and they mostly live inside mangrove trees, hollowing them out by consuming the wood. Locals, especially in places like the Bagworm forest, hunt for these dead trees to obtain these slippery treats. While it may seem unappetizing to the rest of the world, in Southeast Asia, these whitish, slippery, greasy worms are considered a delightful, yummy meal. Goat climbing trees. Defying gravity's norms, a goat was discovered high up in a palm tree, taking the phrase "go above and beyond" quite literally in its pursuit of food. It seemed as if the goat had climbed ambitiously to great heights to feast on palm leaves. However, the steep trunk left the goat stranded midway, perhaps regretting its adventurous endeavour. Surprisingly, goats, especially those from Morocco, are skilled at scaling steep terrains, including mountains and even trees. Unfortunately, this particular tree, lacking branches, presented a hazardous challenge, and the goat found itself stuck. Fortunately, it was later rescued, emerging from the ordeal unharmed and safe. That's all for today. Did some of these leave you scratching your head? Let's hear it in the comments below. But don't get stuck staring at your screen yet. Explore other intriguing content on the screen, and I'll see you next time.